Hello, and welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We are welcoming back our family, and we are in the year 1380, and this is part 2. We are starting off with the Like family, and this is a Nora Like. We are starting off this part with a Nora because she is about to age up into a child. We just need to roll for her to see if she's going to be able to age up into a child. And as a child roll, she needs to avoid the numbers 4 and 13. So we are just going to go ahead and pull up our dice and see if she's going to be able to make it or not. So let's go ahead and open up our dice now and see if she's going to be able to survive. So let's go ahead and give that a roll. And she rolls a 1 and is going to survive. She's going to get 28 days. So let's go ahead and we are going to open up our timeline and add her onto the timeline for 28 days. Alright, so let's go ahead and add a Nora Like onto the timeline for her next birthday. She's going to age up here in 1387 to 18. And let's go ahead and hop back into the game and we'll age her up to a child. And let's hop into cast with her and give her her makeover and get her photo for the family tree. So she did age up with the traits of Libra, Sporty, and Linguist. So let's go ahead now and give her her makeover. And here is a Nora Like after her makeover. Let's go ahead and get her photo for the family tree. And we are going to now jump into the game and we're going to go and we're going to give an age up spin or roll, I guess I should say, for Drogo von Schwan, who is also aging up to a child. So let's go see Drogo von Schwan. We have arrived here in the Von Schwan residence, and this is little Drogo. We are just going to go ahead and pull up our dice and give that a roll. As we know, he can't roll a 4 or a 13, so let's go ahead and spin for him. He rolls a 17 and is going to get another 28 days. So let's go ahead and put him on the calendar for when he's going to age up as well. And then we're going to go and age him up into a child and then hop into cast and give him his makeover and get his photo for his family picture tree. Yeah. All right, Drogo, let's go see what you're going to look like. All right, so he aged up with the traits of self-assured, mean, and child of the ocean. And let's go ahead and give him his makeover. And this is Drogo von Schwan after his makeover, and let's go ahead and get his photo for the family tree. And now we are going to go and we're going to visit Kendrick del Madonna, and age Kendrick up to a toddler if that is a successful roll as well. We have made it into the Del Madonna residence, and this is little Kendrick Del Madonna. As you can see, he is an infant, and we are just going to roll for him to see if he can become a toddler. He can't roll a 1, 4, 8, 12, or 15. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice and give that a roll. He rolls a 12 and unfortunately is going to have to roll a d4 to see how long he's going to live. He's going to die immediately. So we are going to go ahead and age him up to a toddler just so we can get his family photo, and then we're going to have to kill him. We are also going to go ahead and we will see on the wheel what is going to be taking him away from us. So let's go ahead and spin and see what that is that's taking Kendrick from us. And it looks like Kendrick is dying from suspicious circumstances. All right, let's go ahead and hop back over into this, and we are going to jump into Cass and age up Kendrick to a toddler and get the photo, and then we will take Kendrick away. So he was an intense infant. As a toddler, he was going to be having a difficult temperament and be clingy. Let's go ahead and do the quick makeover here. And let's go ahead and jump back into the game, and we will take care of little Kendrick here. Okay, so let's go ahead. We are going to have to kill Kendrick. And as we know, he is dying from suspicious circumstances. We will be updating that on our timeline and on our info tab as soon as we take care of this. We are just going to have her come over here. She's going to come and witness the death of her son. Obviously, she's going to be distraught over this. We know her husband is away at war. She can't have any more children while he is away at war. She's going to have to wait the 5 years for him to come home before they can have any more children. She's going to be distraught over this news that he is passing. And, you know, she can't have any more children right now. She's very, very sad by the loss of her son. The poor dear. I hate this for her. You know, she had lost her first husband, which she loved dearly. Now she's has her second husband away at war. She's just lost a son. She's really having a hard time. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our timeline. We're going to engrave the epitaph with when this little one was born and died. So it looks like Kendrick was born in 1378. So we're going to engrave this 1378 to 1380. And we will put this in Danica's inventory so that she can take him to his final resting place. And let's go ahead and update our timeline for Kendrick, that Kendrick is deceased, and it is currently, I believe it's July. Yes, it is. July of 1380. And I believe I'm going to have to add suspicious circumstances. Suspicious circumstances. All right. So we're going to add that there, and then we'll put here that Kendrick Del Madonna died. Let's do a text rep. All right, let's go ahead and take her to the cemetery so that she can place her son. And then we will head over to the next house so that we can age up the next house that we need to age up. So she's going to go ahead and go and place him in his resting place here at the cemetery. So we have gone ahead and placed Kendrick here at the cemetery. I'm going to take Jonetta and remove her from the cemetery. We're going to take Jonetta to where she actually belongs. I put her in the cemetery and she doesn't belong here. So we're going to put her where she belongs. And we will go ahead and send her to travel to the church, and we'll place Jonetta where Jonetta belongs. All right, so we have placed Jonetta here where she belongs, next to Xavier's photo, because she was the wife of the heir. So Jonetta's here in her final resting place. We're just going to go ahead and leave her here. And then we are going to take Danica back to the house, and we are going to head over and see Florence Arundel, because it is time for Florence to go ahead and age up. So we're going to head over to our main household and see Florence age up to a toddler as well. Okay, we have arrived here in the main household. Here is little Florence. We are just going to need to roll for her to see if she can age up to a toddler. As we know, she can't roll a 1, 4, 8, 12, or 15. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice and see if she's going to be able to make it to her toddler roll. And she rolls a 19 and survives. She is going to get 16 more days, which is wonderful. So we are going to go ahead and put that on our timeline that she gets 16 days. So let's go ahead and put her on here when she's going to be aging up to a child. And let's then go ahead and age her up. And we will give her her makeover and her photo for the family tree. Now, Florence was an intense infant. As a toddler, she's going to be wild and independent. And let's go ahead and give her her makeover. All right, there's little Florence after her makeover. Let's go ahead and get her photo. And we are going to jump back into the game and continue on with our main household. It is the next day, so we are going to go ahead and have Diana and Roger try for a baby because they are part of our main household. All right, so we have Diana here. We are just going to have her go ahead and approach Roger. She's just going to ask him if they can go ahead and try for another baby. Obviously, she is upset about the fact that they did just lose their son, and so she definitely wants to go ahead and try again for another child. She is wanting to give him an heir. She's hoping that they can obviously have another little one. They did and do need to have several more baby tries, and obviously need to have an heir in the event that something happens to Xavier. This is going to be the family that is continuing on with the legacy, and they would need someone to pass their name down to. And so she wants to continue on, continue trying for little ones, continue trying to have sons. We do have Florence, who is technically the heir of the family right now for Xavier, his only surviving child, until he hopefully comes home from the war, potentially marries again, and can have a son. She is right now his only living survivor. But she is a little girl, so if she were to marry, obviously it would be her husband. But right now, yeah, it's just, that is the way it goes. So, yeah. Why are you guys not trying for a baby like I told you to do? You're not doing what I said. Try for that baby. All right, so I am going to get them to try for a baby, and hopefully they will do what I said. Why are you so sad, honey? Why are you so sad? I have no idea.
Verobi Sapino? Chinabs. Balafoy. Balkroga. Sochim. Sargi Izulpa. Yorpal Zulb. Tamf Makusip. Semso Quink. Chima Vimpa, huh?
Lanka Kor Cool. Talafwizi, huh?
All right, try for that baby. There you go. All right, so they're going to go upstairs. They're going to try for a baby. I'm hoping that's what they're doing anyway. Try for a baby, yeah. So they're going to go try for a baby. And hopefully, you know, the little one here doesn't cause a problem with that. Go here. If you get out of the room, they'll try for a baby. There we go. All right, so they're going to go ahead and do that. She's just going to come in here and hopefully she can, like, play dolls. No, I want you to play dolls. Play dolls. Come in here and play with your dolls. All right, Florence is playing with her dolls, and Diana and Roger are just trying for a baby. When she's done, we're just going to get her to come in here, and she's going to pee on a piece of wheat and see if she is successful in getting herself knocked up here. And hopefully they are expecting, which is something we desperately want. So let's hope that is successful. And then once that is done, we are going to go ahead and get Roger to come out and start tending to the animals. He can just come out and clean the coop and clean the shed and collect the eggs and start taking care of all of the animals here, which is going to be fantastic. So we love that. All right, so she's just in here. And what is the verdict? Are you expecting? She is eating for 2. All right, congratulations, Diana. We absolutely love that for you. I love that everyone is expecting in this household, and we're going to have an addition to the family. And we are excited about the prospect of another baby. Why don't you come down here and make something for the family? You can cook something. I don't know, you know, what you can cook, but you can make something. Maybe you can make some, let's do eggs and toast. Do a party size of that. Or at the very least, make some gruel. Come in and make something, Diana. You're hungry. She's like, I've got to tell him that I'm expecting. He is super excited about the fact that she is expecting. We love that. I'm just going to have him go ahead and tend to the horse here and calm the horse down a little bit and get the horse, you know, a little bit in a better mood, because as of right now, everybody's, you know, the horse is in a little bit of rough shape. Diana's just going to come in here and do a little bit of cooking, which is fantastic. We definitely need her doing that. And so she'll feed Florence soon after she's got this food cooking up. So that's fantastic. So we have some pregnancy coming on. We've got the animals being tended to, and everything's going well. We're going to feed our little ones. I think that once he's done dealing with the animals, I will send him out and let him go out hunting so that he can get us some more meat. And I will have Diana feed the little ones. So she will grab a serving of food for Florence, and then we'll have her check on Edith and make sure Edith is good. Edith right now is taking a little bit of a nap, but we will have her just go ahead and make sure Edith is in good shape and doesn't need to be breastfed or anything like that. Why don't you go ahead and grab a serving for Florence when you're done eating so that you can make sure Florence is fed. So that's fantastic. Florence is feeling pretty hungry. Edith is fine. All right, great.
Oh, Firma.
So we do have several people in the community right now that are expecting, so I do expect that we will have some children be born in this episode, but that is all for our birthdays for this year. As We have now done all of the birthdays. We have done all of our weddings. Everything is done for this year, aside from if we need to have some births. And with the births, obviously, come the roles for the survival of said babies and mothers. So we will be seeing those take place as they come down the pipe. So we love that. Why are you making more things? Oh, she's making gruel now, I think. Okay. Well, I really wanted you to grab a plate for Florence, but I guess after you make that, you can do that. Let's just speed things along here. So we're currently in August of 1380, and time is moving right along. We absolutely love that. She is just going to go and check on everyone and make sure everyone's okay, which is great. We have a baby in here that is, you know, kind of naked, so that's not good. I don't really know what's going on with that. She's not even in her normal outfits. Go grab her a serving. Okay, great. Can you clean this up? And maybe clean this up. So we'll just get him to clean up a little bit, and we'll get him to take out some of this trash. And where is Edith? Oh my goodness. Let's get him to bring her inside. Oh, Mom's grabbing her. Okay, somebody grab the baby and bring her inside. I don't really care who does it, just somebody bring the baby inside. You know, it's funny because usually Florence is the one that's left out here, but, you know, right now it's Edith that's being left outside, so I hate that. And Edith is a sunny infant, so even though she's been left outside, she's like, I'm not even going to cry. Go put her in her crib. Oh, he's coming to grab her. They're going to fight over who's going to bring the baby home. That is so funny. She's like, here you go, honey. He's like, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so I don't really care who brings the baby in as long as someone brings the baby in. And I'm glad that they did feed Edith, so we love that. It does look like she got bitten during breastfeeding, and she's feeling a little bit nauseous and uncomfortably wet right now from being out in the rain taking care of Edith. But, you know, that is the way it goes. It is the way it goes. All right, so I am just going to have her go ahead and clean up a little bit of this manure. And we're going to just check about these horse beds and make sure they're clean. It looks like the horse beds are clean, so we love that. But we definitely need to clean this animal shed. Okay, so Diana's just going to clean up a little bit, and then I'm going to have her go in and grab herself a little bit to eat because she is starting to feel really hungry. Oh my gosh, these sheds are ridiculous. He's like, I'm not even going to help her do these chores. I'm just going to make her do them all by herself. And meanwhile, Diana is about to pee herself. She's starving and she's exhausted. Great. We love that for her. Can you grab a serving of this gruel? And then go to the washroom when you're done. And then you really are going to need to take a bath and go to bed. It looks like Roger has gone ahead and gone off to bed. And it is now officially September of 1380. We're heading well into the year here. It's going pretty good. What is she doing? She's gonna pee herself because she's come out to clean up this coop. Honestly, go and pee. Oh no, she's passed out. Oh my poor dear. I feel so bad for her. I mean, there's trash everywhere. There's manure everywhere. You can throw this away and you can clean up this manure. And help your wife a little bit because you're not being much help at all, Roger. You really aren't. All right. You need to go to bed, Diana. So I'm just going to send Diana off to bed. She really is desperately in need of getting some sleep. And it looks like we got a notification that Gina McNally married Noah Shoemaker. I'm going to have to look and see who that is, because I don't know if they are part of my family. Let me take a look at the timeline or my info tab. No. I don't have anybody by that name, so I don't know who those people are. All right, so that's fine. All right, let's put that back up and let's open this and see if we have anything that this child can eat. Can we grab a serving of this for Florence? Florence is hungry and needs some food, so let's get him to come get a serving of this for Florence. All right, go ahead and give Florence that serving of food. Give Florence that serving of food. Oh, whatever. I don't know what the deal is with them, but Lakshmi Shoemaker has gone into labor, so let's go ahead and go see her and let her have her baby. Oh, and Abby McGrath has gone into labor. Oh my God. And Genevieve Petechia. All right, let's go see the three ladies. Lakshmi is first. Okay, we are here with Lakshmi, and she is going to go ahead and have her baby. Let's just go ahead and find their bassinet, wherever that may be. There has to be a bassinet in here somewhere. Let me just find their bassinet. Here it is. Let's go ahead and let her have her baby, and then we are going to see what she has. And she's going to hopefully have a viable birth. I'm really hoping that she has a baby that survives and that she makes it through this pregnancy as well. They had a girl. So let's go ahead and open up the wheel of girl names. And we will give that a spin. So let's go ahead and spin to find out what we're going to name this baby. We are going to name this baby Beatrice. So Beatrice Shoemaker. Oh, and they had a boy. So let me go ahead and open up the wheel for boy names. And let's give that a spin. And we're going to name their son Emil. Emil Shoemaker. So they have had twins, Beatrice and Emil. Let's go ahead and pull up the dice and we're going to roll for mom and babies. As we know, mom can't roll a 1 and we have to roll for her 2 times. So the first spin is a 13. The second one is a 9. Mom survives both births. And for Beatrice, she needs an odd 8, 10, or 20. Beatrice rolls a 20 and survives, and Emil rolls a 9 and survives. All right, let's go to our timeline and add the babies. So we are on Monday. We have Beatrice, Shoemaker, and Emil, Shoemaker. Perfect. And then for our info tab, they are going to go here under their mom, which is here. And we have Beatrice Shoemaker. She is the daughter of Kingsley and Lakshmi. She is the 5th generation female. We are currently in October of 1380. She is alive and of British descent. She is a twin. And then we have Emil Shoemaker, the son of Kingsley and Lakshmi. And 5th generation, first male of the family in October of 1380. He is also alive and of British descent and a twin. And they finally have babies that have lived. Their last 2 children that they had were both stillborn, and these 2 were born and lived, so that's perfect. And they have one more try here for a child that they can have, which is fantastic. So we are going to go ahead and age up babies now, and we will give them their makeovers and see what they are going to look like and get their photo for the family tree. So let's go ahead and we will feed this little one here.
Harogaba. Wemek brashu. Kimbo. Nubu.
All right, Abby and Genevieve, we're coming.
And Fabi Nubu. And Fabi.
We're coming as soon as we get these babies aged up, but these babies have to be aged up before we can come see you guys.
Gomp. Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to age up this one here. This is Beatrice. So let's go ahead and age Beatrice up first. Beatrice is a Libra, romantic and charming and incredibly sociable. It's hard not to like a Libra. However, their social pursuits leave them little time for more practical endeavors. They get along with another Libra and are often attracted to Cancer and Virgo. However, they don't match with Pisces or Scorpio. All right, we are coming. And let's go ahead and go age up this little one here, little Emil, and get him aged up so that we can hop into cast with them together and get them both their makeovers and their photos for the family tree. All right, so let's hop into cast with these little ones and get their makeovers. All right, so Beatrice is a calm infant. Let's go ahead and get her makeover. And there is little Beatrice after her makeover. Let's go ahead and get her photo for the family tree. And now let's go ahead and take a look at little Emil. Emil is going to be a wiggly infant. Let's go ahead and give him his makeover. And there is little Emil. Let's get his photo here, and let's go ahead and we are going to go see Abby McGrath so that she can give birth to her little one. We have arrived here in the McGrath home, and she is large and in charge. Let's go ahead and let her have this little one, and we will see what she's having. All right, Abby, what's the verdict? She has had 3 lost children to death, and she has 2 surviving children that are twins currently that are little girls. She's had another little girl. Let's go ahead and open up the wheel for girls, and we will go ahead and see what it is that we are going to name this little one. We are going to name this little girl Bethany. All right, so we are going to name this baby Bethany McGrath, and it is a single birth. Let's go ahead and we are going to pull up the dice, and we're going to roll for mom and baby. And as we know, mom can't roll a 1. Mom rolls a 5 and survives. Baby needs an odd 8, 10, or 20. Baby rolls a 12 and is not going to make it. We are going to have to take Bethany from mom. Let's go ahead and update our timeline so we can put this information on here. So we are going to put that we had Bethany McGrath. She is the daughter of Peter and Abby. She is the 5th generation female. She was born in October of 1380. She is deceased in October of 1380. She is of British descent. She is stillborn and a single birth. And then on the timeline, we will put that Bethany McGrath has died. All right, and let's go ahead and take this baby from mom. Unfortunately, they have lost this little one, which is super sad. She is going to be family oriented. I mean, you can be family oriented, but I think you're going to be super sad when you realize this baby is gone. The poor thing. I hate this. She's going to hate it so much. Look how sad she is. I mean, she is just distraught over the loss of this baby, and I knew she was going to be. Let's go see Genevieve Petechia. She is in labor, and let her have her baby. Okay, we have arrived here in the Petechia home. Let's go ahead and let Genevieve have her little one. It is definitely time for that to happen. So we're just going to have her go on up here and have her baby. She is just heading up there now. She's like, oh my gosh, it is so time to have this little one. And it really, really is. She is in a lot of pain. And let's hope that she makes it through this childbirth as well. She also has had a girl. So let's go ahead and open up the wheel and see what we're going to name this little one. All right, we are going to name her daughter Esma. So this is going to be Esma Petechia. And it is a single birth. So let's go ahead and we are going to roll for Genevieve and Esma. Let's go ahead and pull up our dice and give that a roll. Mom can't roll a 1. Mom rolls an 8 and survives. Baby needs an odd 8, 10, or 20. And baby rolls a 9 and survives. We absolutely love that. Let's go ahead and put Esma on our timeline. So we are going to add Esma here. Esma Petechia is added onto the timeline here. And then she is going to go on this day. Esma Petechia. And let's put her here under her mom. Is the daughter of Otis and Genevieve. It is the 6th generation female. Again, we are still in October of 1380, and she is alive, and she is of British German descent and is a single birth. And let's go ahead and age up this little one, and we will be able to go ahead and give her her makeover and get her photo for the family tree.
Monitorb. Inaba. Serapi. Febine. Oh, yeah.
Poor Otis. It's okay, Otis. It really is. It's already over with now. There's no reason for you to be freaking out.
Kasoma nubu. Nibar. Rennie Jorg. Oh.
Alright, so she is just going to go ahead and age up little Esma here. Esma is also a Libra, which we absolutely love. So let's go ahead, and once she's aged up here, we're just going to hop into cast with her and give her her makeover and get her photo. Alright, Esma is an intense infant. Let's go ahead and give her her makeover. Alright, there is little Esma Petechia. Let's go ahead and get her photo for the family tree, and we are going to hop back into the game and back into our main household so that we can continue on with them for the remainder of this year, unless there are more births. But let's go ahead and continue back on with the main household. Actually, before we head back into the main household, I did just want to show you guys the families in Glimmerbrook that I placed. So let's just go quickly take a look at them. So I have 4 new families here in Glimmerbrook and a royal family that I have placed as well. So I just want to take a quick look at them. We have the medieval royal family here, and so let's just quickly go take a look at them. I placed these from my gallery. You guys had uploaded them for me on my page in the gallery. This is Eduardo Guerrero, and so he is the king, and so he is now in our world, and his queen Veronica. And then we have some families that are in here. We have this bachelorette set for us to marry our Sims. We are just going to go and take a quick look at them. They are young adults.
One Genie Makosa.
We have Elmira. And we have Halima. And we have Lubna. And then we have this house here. There's only one left because someone's already married the other person. The other person was Retna. She was in here, but she already married Maximus, that you guys would have seen in part 1. This was also the other person that was in the household, Carolina. So she is here as well. She is a young adult, or I'm sorry, a teenager. And then we have this house here. They are also teens. So we have Imani. And we have Ashanti. And McKenna. And then we have some bachelors. So we have Sahil. And Zell. And Akram. So we are having a lot of females right now as far as babies go, so we may end up having to put some more men into the game. I've been putting a lot of women into the game because we were having a bunch of men that were needing to get married, but now we're having a surplus of women that are being born. A lot of female babies are being born, so I may have to start adding some men into the game a little bit later. But as of right now, I've just got a bunch of females that are in the game because there were a bunch of men that were needing to have wives. So we'll have to see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. But for now, those are the additions that we have to the house. But let's go ahead and jump back into our main household. And once again, Edith is out here in the middle of bloody nowhere. So I'm going to have to get him to come and bring her inside. This poor child is just being, once again, left to be abandoned. I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but he's going to come out here and bring her inside. And I don't understand what's going on. I really don't. As you can see, Diana is playing a little bit of chess, but I'm just going to get her to go ahead and go and grab herself a bite to eat. Florence also, it looks like, is feeling a little bit hungry. So I'm hoping that she will go and grab herself something to eat. And she will, you know, not starve to death because I need her to eat something. So eat your food there, little one. And we desperately need you to not die. All right. Beautiful. All right. So he has brought Edith in. Thank goodness. We, you know, desperately needed that to take place. And we are currently in October, going actually into November. It's now November of 1380. What is with all the trash? I mean, can you throw all this trash away? Someone throw this trash away. This is ridiculous. All right. The house is absolutely a wreck. It's just a wreck. Diana, can you cook something? Okay. She's like, yeah, I can cook something. Okay, great, because the house needs food. Roger is just going to clean up a little bit because there's trash all over the house. And I don't know what's going on. I really don't understand. But that's okay. So we love it. Can you give this baby a bath? All right, so we're just going to go ahead and let them take care of everyone here in the house. Everyone's needs are kind of just getting taken care of. We're eating and taking care of the baby and feeding and, you know, doing what we need to do to make sure our children are taken care of. But I am going to go ahead and get someone to come out and clean and feed and milk the cow and maybe collect the eggs. Obviously, you know, that needs to be taken care of as well. So we will definitely do that. So we love that. And the problem is that it's kind of queuing all of the actions for everyone together into one. So I have no idea who's doing what. My game's system is still a little bit wonky. I was unable to figure out kind of why it won't let me click on our individual Sims, or it won't tell me who's doing what, but it is what it is. Hey, Roger, I think Angie is pretty cute. Should I ask her out? Sure, go for it. All right, so I am just going to get you to come out here and take care of this cow. He's like, do I have to? Yeah, you do. There you go. Eat that and then throw this away. All right, Xavier is sending us another letter. He's checking in on Florence. As you know, he would know that it was her birthday, and so he is wondering how everything went and if, you know, Florence was able to successfully age up. So he's just checking in. Diana was letting him know that everything's fine. She survived her birthday. Everything's good. And so Xavier is thrilled to know that, you know, Florence is okay and everything's good with her. So Diana is just letting him know that information by sending him back word that Florence is good. So Xavier is going to be, you know, relieved to hear that news when he gets that news from her in a letter, letting him know that his daughter's good. Obviously, I think, you know, while he's away, he would be really concerned not knowing what's going on, and he's away from his farm. He's away from his daughter. He's already lost his wife. He, you know, doesn't know how his you know, farm is, if it's thriving or if it's, you know, doing poorly. He has no idea what's going on. And so I think that, you know, he is kind of probably waiting for every little letter to come through the mail to him. And every time he gets one, he's probably, you know, waiting with bated breath to read those and wonder if everything is okay with his family. And, you know, thankfully, he's currently right now getting good news. Obviously, he did not get good news when we had to tell him that Jonetta is gone, but we were able to tell him that Florence is good, and so that is at least good news for the family here. So I am just going to go ahead and get Diana to come out and take care of some of the gardening, because as you can see, we have a tree. The apple tree has died, and so we are going to need to dispose of that. I'm just going to have her also come out and do a little bit of weeding, and so we love that. It does look like Roger's gone, and he's getting a little bit of sleep. Oh, and Renate Arundel has gone into labor, so we're going to go and see Renate. Okay, so we have arrived here in the Arundel home. We are just going to let Renate go ahead and give birth to her little one. We are obviously in labor. This is their first child since they have gotten married, and so we are hoping that she's going to have a successful childbirth and that they have themselves, well, hopefully an heir. But as trend goes, everyone's kind of been having girls, so I would be surprised if they had a son. But we're just going to see how that goes. And she did have a boy. Okay, let's go ahead and open up the wheel for boy names and see what we're going to name this little one. And give that a spin. All right, so we are going to name her son Finn. So this is Finn Arundel. Oh, she had another son. Let's go ahead and give that another spin. And Bryce. So Finn and Bryce Arundel. She had twin boys. Let's go ahead and we are going to roll for mom and babies. As we know, mom has to roll twice. Mom can't roll a 1. So the first spin for mom is a 13 and she survives. The second roll for mom is a 2. That was freaking close, but she does survive. So for Finn, an odd 8, 10, or 20, he survives. And for Bryce, a 13, and he survives. Both of their boys survive right out the gate. We absolutely love that. Let's go ahead and add them to the timeline. All right, so we are still on Monday. We are going to add Finn, Arendelle, and Bryce Arendelle to the timeline. And we are going to add them to the info tab as well. Let's just grab that information here. She had twins, so Renata had Finn, Arendelle, son of Maximus and Renata. The 5th generation male. We are currently in November of 1380. They are alive. German, British German descent. And a twin. And we have Bryce Arendelle, son of Maximus and Renata, the 5th generation male in November of 1380. He is also alive. He is also of British German descent. And he is a twin. And let's go ahead and age up these boys and get their makeovers and their photos for the family tree. All right, let's go ahead and feed this little one. And then we can age him up. She's absolutely thrilled that she had children and that she had surviving children. Not only did they have an heir, they had 2 heirs. We love that. They're both Libras, obviously, which is fantastic. So we have aged up little Finn. Let's go ahead and come over here and age up little Bryce. Maximus is headed off to work. So we love that. Finn has brown hair. Come age up little Bryce, please. And Finn is going to be a calm infant. And let's see what we're going to get for Bryce. Bryce also is a Libra, also with brown hair. Beautiful. We love it. A little bit darker hair, actually, more like mom. And let's go ahead and hop into CAS with them, give them their makeovers. All right, there is little Finn. Let's go ahead and get his photo for the family tree. And now we are going to go and take a look at Bryce. Bryce is an intense infant. Let's go ahead and give him his makeover. And there is little Bryce. Let's get his makeover and photo here. All right, perfect. And let's go ahead and jump back into the game. So we are here with the Goodwell residents, and obviously they are just going to need to try for a little one. It has been a little while since they have tried for a baby, and they need to try for another little one. They still have 3 baby tries, so they're going to go ahead and try for a little one. We still have a little bit of time left here in this episode, so I'm just going to go ahead and have them try for a baby, and hopefully they will go ahead and be able to get pregnant again. we are going to have them try, and we're also going to have the Eldridge family try again for another little one, hoping that they can go ahead and get themselves pregnant before the end of the year here. So let's go ahead and do that if they will oblige with me. So let's go ahead and see if they'll do that. She's feeling kind of sad right now. I'm not sure what she's sad about, but he is attempting to get her to try for a baby with him. She's like, no, I don't think so. I'm going to bed. No, I don't think so. You're going to try for a baby with Blythe. Come on, try for a baby. She's like, I'm just really sad. I think she's probably sad from the last baby that she lost, but it's been some time. Like, she lost a baby in 77. So she should have plenty of, time that she's gotten over this, I would hope. Come on, try for a baby. Okay, they're going to try for a baby in the animal shed. For whatever reason, the bed option just wasn't working out for them. He is not going to be unflirty. I'm going to have her go and try for seeing if that worked, if I can find their washroom here. And time is like really just gone off on us here. It is now the next year, 1381. So I will be ending this episode after we find out if she has gotten pregnant or not. So let's go ahead and have her go ahead and find out if she's expecting, and then we will close this episode out. She is expecting. That is fantastic news. So she is going to be adding to this family. We absolutely love that. It is officially 1381, so I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified when new episodes go live in the future. And I will see you guys in our next episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge, where we are going to be facing some trying times in this game. But until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.